consistently diving in the bottom of the dark and greasy water to search for knives and forks. Dishwater splashing around terrific rate all over Mrs. Drudge. That rubber apron isn't much help now. She's splashing so hard it's getting all over me.
The 1939 World's Fair could have been the one show where Westinghouse really came close to outdoing its 1893 performance. Their marketing department came out swinging with robots, singing fountains, time capsules, and the Battle of the Centuries Dishwashing Contest. New York City hosted the 1939 World's Fair in Flushing Meadows with its theme, The World of Tomorrow. It was thought that the public had forgotten all about the Battle of the Currents, and they were going to New York to dramatize Westinghouse's mastery of electricity.
Almost every fair building in 1939 had no exterior windows. Westinghouse differentiates themselves because their building is shaped like an omega with these two marvelous glass fronts that people looked into and saw what was going on inside. They showed absolutely every part of their production lines at the time without showing a great deal of their products.
That's what I call smart. Making time the theme of the home exhibits. No one who hasn't cooked over a wood stove by the light of a kerosene lamp can really appreciate what it all means.
A fierce competition took place daily in the Westinghouse Auditorium. The Battle of the Centuries pitted Mrs. Drudge, armed with only a dishpan, soap, and towel, against Mrs. Modern, armed with a Westinghouse dishwasher, in a dramatic duel to see who could wash 50 dishes the fastest.
Minutes and 58 seconds. In that time, Mrs. Modern has washed 50 dishes and 40 pieces of silverware. Well, it's all over, Mrs. Drudge. You may as well rest now.
Contestants were rated on the time they took to wash 50 soiled dishes, the cleanliness of the dishes, and the condition of the contestants at the end of the contest.
And now, point number 3, the condition of the contestants. Mrs. Modern looks as fresh and neat as when she stepped into the ring, while Mrs. Drudge, well, I'll have to leave that to you. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the winner, Mrs. Modern.
As if that wasn't enough, one of the greatest publicity schemes of all time was created by Westinghouse when Electro the Moto Man appeared at the fair.